A shocking incident has come to light in Mandya, and the incident reminds us of one of the gory rape cases that took place in Delhi in 2012. A superstitious couple has ended up ruining a young girl's life. And how? We tell you that. Take a look.
This girl you see lying on the hospital bed is 14-year-old Deepa. She is still trying to recover from a gory incident. The severity of the case is such that she had to be admitted to the RICU as soon as she was taken to the hospital. A resident of Somanahalli, 14-year-old Deepa was studying at the government school in her village. She had just cleared class 9 and was to attend class 10 in a few days. Deepa had her summer holidays on and her parents decided to send her to her grandmother's place in Yadamarannahalli of Ramanagara. But during her stay at her grandmother's place, Deepa suffered from fever. Her fever was quite severe and Deepa's grandmother did not know what to do. Hence, she called Deepa's uncle Govinda and Aunt Manjula to come over and take the girl to the hospital. Govinda and Manjula took Deepa to all the hospitals in the village and the neighbouring villages as well, but in vain. Surprisingly, none of the doctors could help her recover. Meanwhile, Govinda and Manjula, who were superstitious, assumed that Deepa might be possessed by an evil spirit. They were now all ears to anyone who suggested to give. A few people known to the couple told them that there was a Mauli in Ramanagara named Syed Mujir who could help Deepa recover. They were confident that he could get the evil spirit out of Deepa's body. Govinda and Manjula, who had tried their best, were convinced with the people's talk. Without wasting any time, they took Deepa to Syed Mujir. On arrival, Syed Mujir gave Deepa a lemon and told her to keep it with her till the next day when she was to visit him again. Mujir also asked Deepa to bring 6,000 rupees. Govinda and Manjula obediently carried the money and took Deepa to him the next day as well. However, Mujir had no intentions of helping Deepa. He only wanted to make her life a living hell. And how? Here's what the beast ended up doing. Mujir took Deepa inside the room and asked Govinda and Manjula to stay outside. He told them that he was going to give the girl a bath and conduct the rituals thereafter. But what he did was totally shocking. Mujir first asked Deepa to take off her clothes. Then the sadist took an iron rod and inserted it into her private part. The pain was obviously too much for Deepa to bear. She ran out of the room shouting in pain. Deepa was hesitant to talk about the incident to her uncle and aunt. Instead, she chose to go back to her grandmother's place and tell her about what had happened. Deepa's grandmother was extremely orthodox and her response was too hard for anyone to believe. Deepa's grandmother told her that Maulvis are disciples of God and talking ill about them was a sin. She told her to stay mum and not to mention about the incident to anyone else. Deepa was innocent and respected her grandmother's words. She actually stayed mum and bore all the pain. Now you might be wondering, if Deepa stayed mum, how did the incident come to light? After dealing with a traumatic incident all by herself, Deepa was mum for 2 months. But after that, Her condition got worse and her pain became unbearable. Besides the severe pain in the pelvic region, Deepa was going through a lot. Govinda and Manjula finally realized that it was time her parents knew about her ill health. They informed about Deepa's condition and admitted her to Mandya Medical College and Hospital. When Deepa was admitted to the hospital, the doctors were only informed about fever and pain in the pelvic region. However, they were not informed about the actual horrific incident. A week went by and there was no improvement in Deepa's health condition. In the meantime, there were patients who were being admitted in the same ward number 22 of RICU as Deepa. There was one lady in the ward who knew that there was more than what met the eye. She spoke to Deepa and asked her about what had actually taken place. Deepa finally spoke.
ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಡೇ ಹೋದಾಗ ಮಂತ್ರಿಸಿದ್ರು ಎರಡನೇ ಸತಿ ಹೋದಾಗ ಕಾಲನ್ನ ಅಗಲಿಸ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಔಷಧಿ ಹಚ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಇದು ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಬಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಈಚೆಗೆ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟೆ.
ಯಾರು?
ದರ್ಗಾದಲ್ಲಿ ಮಸೀದಿ ಸಾಬಿ.
ಹೌದಾ? ಆಮೇಲೆ ಮನೆಗೆ
ನಮ್ಮ ಅಜ್ಜಿಗೆ ಹೇಳಿದೆ.
ಅಜ್ಜಿ ಏನಿದ್ರು?
ಅಜ್ಜಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಅತ್ತೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಅಮ್ಮ ಹೋದ್ರು. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಅವರು ಆ ಥರ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ, ಅವರೆಲ್ಲ ದೇವ್ರ ಸಮಾನ ಭಸ್ಮ ಆಗೋಯ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತ ನಮಗೆ ಎದುರಿಸಿದ್ರು ಅವರು. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಅಜ್ಜಿ ಯಾರಿಗೂ ಏನು ಹೇಳಿಲ್ಲ. ವಿಡಿಯೋ ಅವನ ಹತ್ರ ಐತೆ.
ವಿಡಿಯೋ ಇದೆಯಾ? ಅವ್ರು ಗೊತ್ತಾ ನಿಮಗೆ? ಈಗ ತೋರಿಸೋದು ಕಂಡು ಹಿಡಿತೀಯಾ? ಸರಿ, ಪೊಲೀಸರು ಏನು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರಪ್ಪ? ಈಗ ನೀವು ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಲ್ಲ, ಪೊಲೀಸರು ಏನು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು?
ಪೊಲೀಸರು ಏನು ಹೇಳಿಲ್ಲ.
ಏನು ಹೇಳಿಲ್ವಾ? ಸರಿ, ಈಗ ಎಷ್ಟನೇ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಓದ್ತಿದ್ದಿಲ್ಲ? ಎಷ್ಟನೇ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಓದ್ತಿದ್ದೆ?
ನೈನ್ತ್.
ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಏನಾಯ್ತೈತೆ ನಿಮಗೆ? ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗೋ ಮೊದಲು ಏನು ಹುಷಾರಿರಲಿಲ್ವಾ? ಏನು ಹುಷಾರಿರಲಿಲ್ಲ?
ಜ್ವರ ಬಂದಿತ್ತು.
ಜ್ವರ ಬಂದಿತ್ತು. ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಡೆ ತೋರಿಸಿದ್ರಾ? ಆಮೇಲೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಯಾರಿಗೆ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದು ಈ ಥರ ಆಗಿತ್ತು ಅಂತ?
ನಮ್ಮ ಅತ್ತೆ ನಮ್ಮ
ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಸ್ಪಿಟ್ಲಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾರು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು?
ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಅಜ್ಜಿ ಕರ್ಕೊಬತ್ತು ಸೊಂಟ ನೋವು.
ಘಟನೆ ಹೆಂಗಾಯ್ತು? ಈಗ ದರ್ಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ರಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಮನೆ ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ರಾ?
ಮನೆ ದರ್ಗಾ ಅಂತ ಅದು ಹೆಸರು, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮನೆಗೆ ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗಿದ್ದು.
ಅವ್ರ ಸಹೋದರ ಜೊತೆ ಮಸೀದಿ ಹತ್ರ ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗಿ ಜ್ವರ ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಈ ಥರ ಮಾಡಿಸ್ತೀವಿ ಹಂಗೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಆಮೇಲೆ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋದ್ರಂತೆ. ಬಟ್ಟೆ ಬಿಚ್ಚಿಸಿ ಆಮೇಲೆ ತೊಡೆಯೆಲ್ಲ ಮುಟ್ಟಿ ಇದು ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ, ಸರಳ ಆಗ್ತು ಅಂತ ಹುಡುಗಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಜೊತೆಲೆಲ್ಲ ಹೇಳಿ ಅದೇ ಔಷಧಿ ಹಾಕ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂತ. ಜ್ವರ ಇತ್ತಂತೆ ಹುಡುಗಿ ಮೊದಲು ನಿಮನ್ಸ್ ಆಸ್ಪತ್ರೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇತ್ತಂತೆ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಜ್ವರನೂ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗಲಿವಂತೆ. ಮತ್ತೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಯಾವುದೋ ಆಸ್ಪತ್ರೆಗೆ ಬರ್ಕೊಟ್ರಂತೆ ಹುಡುಗಿಗೆ. ಅಲ್ಲೂ ಜ್ವರ ಬಿಡಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಅವ್ರ ಸಹೋದರ ಜೊತೆ ಇಬ್ಬರೂ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬಾ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಔಷಧಿ ಕೊಡಿಸ್ತೀವಿ, ಜ್ವರ ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ, ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡೋಯ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಒಂದಿನ ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡೋದ್ರಂತೆ. ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡೋಯ್ತಲೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದಿನ ಮಾಮೂಲಿ ಹಿಂಬೆಹಣ್ಣು ಮಂತ್ರಿಸಿ ಕಳಿಸ್ತಾರೆ. ತಿರ್ಗಿ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ದಿನ ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋದಾಗ ಅವ್ರ ಮಾವನ ಹೆಂಡ್ತಿನೂ ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಕೂರಿಸ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಆ ಹುಡುಗಿನ ಒಬ್ಬರನ್ನ ಮಾತ್ರ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡೋಗಿ ಬಟ್ಟೆ ಬಿಚ್ಚಿಸ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಆಮೇಲೆ ಈ ಥರ ಸರಳೆಲ್ಲ ಹಾಕಿ ಇದು ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು. ಆಮೇಲೆ ನಾವು ನಂಗೆ ತಡಿನಾರ್ದೇನೋ ಹೊಟ್ಟೆ ನೋವು ಹೊತ್ಕೊಡ್ತು, ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟೆ ಓಡ್ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟೆ ಅಂತ ಹುಡುಗಿ ಹೇಳಿ.
The lady to whom Deepa revealed the entire story decided to help her. Being in touch with a few activists from the Jai Karnataka Vedike, she informed them about the shocking incident. The activists arrived at the hospital to enquire the case further and give justice to Deepa. Deepa, who was admitted to the Mandya Medical College and Hospital on May 4th, was being treated only for fever and pain that she had in the pelvic region. When the true incident came to light, the doctors changed the treatment plan. Dr. Rekha, who examined Deepa at the hospital, addressed the media and told us about the treatment. After clarifying that the actual information was learnt only recently, she said that there were many tests that Deepa had to undergo and the recovery period would be long and slow.
ಫ್ರ್ಯಾಕ್ಚರ್ ಆಗಿರೋ ಚಾನ್ಸಸ್ ಇದೆ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಈಗ ನಾವು ಆ್ಯಂಟಿ ಟ್ಯೂಬರ್ಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಟ್ರೀಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ನ ಶುರು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಅದರದ್ದೇ ಆದ ಟೈಮ್ ತೊಗೊಳುತ್ತೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಮೇ ಬಿ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಇಂಪ್ರೂವ್ ಆಗಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಒಂದು 6 weeks to 8 weeks ಆಗ್ಬೋದು. ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಗ್ರ್ಯಾಜುಯಲಿ ಇಂಪ್ರೂವ್ಮೆಂಟು ಕಾಣಿಸುತ್ತೆ. ಈಗ ಡಯಾಗ್ನೋಸಿಸ್ ಆಗಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಇನ್ಮೇಲೆ ಅವರು ಇಂಪ್ರೂವ್ ಆಗ್ತಾರೆ. TB ಟ್ರೀಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಶುರು ಮಾಡಿದ ಮೇಲೆ ಶಿ ವಿಲ್ ಇಂಪ್ರೂವ್. ಇದು ಗೈನಕಾಲಜಿಕಲ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮಿನೇಷನ್ನು ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡಿ ಅದರಿಂದ ಇದು 2 months ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಆಗಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಅದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಈಗ ಇದು ನಮಗೆ ಅಷ್ಟು ಇದಿಲ್ಲ. ಅಲ್ಲ, ಇದು ಟ್ಯೂಬರ್ಕ್ಯುಲೋಸಿಸ್ ಆಗಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಉಸಿರಾಟದ ಮೂಲಕ ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಡ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದ ದೇಹಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗಿರ್ಬೋದು. ಇದು ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅನ್ ಇನ್ಸಿಡೆಂಟಲ್ ಫೈಂಡಿಂಗ್. ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಲಿ ನಮಗೂ ಇದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಏನೂ ಇದಿರಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಅವರು ರಿವೀಲ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ್ಲೇ ನಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಿತ್ತು. ಅದರ್ವೈಸ್ ನಾವು ಟ್ರೀಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ವರ್ಕಪ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ವಿ. ಫೀವರ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಬಂದಿರೋದು ಪೇಷಂಟ್ ನಮಗೆ. ಆಗ ನಾವು ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟಿಗೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಇನ್ಸಿಡೆಂಟಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರು ಹಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿ ರಿವೀಲ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ನಾವು ಅದನ್ನು MLC ಅಂತ ಮಾಡಿ ಆಮೇಲೆ ನಾವು ಟ್ರೀಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ನ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ವಿ.